1985, the promise of providing water to the people at the lake has remained unfulfilled. How do you plan to deliver on this long-standing promise? What specific actions and timeline do you have in mind to ensure the residents at the lake receive the water they have been promised?
So I was 4 years old in 1985, so I don't know where that came from. The lake actually wasn't annexed into the city of Pana until the late 2010s. So to answer your question, that project, you've come to city council meetings, so you see what's going on. It's shovel ready. The water line to go around the lake is shovel ready to go. They can start tomorrow. We put it out for bid this winter. It came in 80% over budget. We denied the bid, and we will put it back out for bid in the spring. If the bid comes in more reasonable, we will accept the bid and then do the project. This project that this question is speaking of right now is closer to fruition than it ever has for the city of Pana and the residents out at the lake, or the extension of Ward 2, which is the lake. So this project is ready to go. It will begin sooner rather than later. It's not going to go away, just as long as we have the funding that we need and it comes in at the right amount of money so that we can pay for it correctly and we don't have to borrow or extend or whatever. We can start that project this year, and I'm hoping that we do, but it's ready to go.
Well, this is a tough question. I think about this quite a bit, because imagine being promised something in 1985 and still not having it. I know my wife wouldn't like that, right? I don't think many of us would like that, right? So here's the thing. I know that recently they voted down some money that it was going to cost way more than they wanted it to cost out there. So obviously this has been put off for such a long time that now it's become like even more expensive. It seems like everything is more expensive. There's no happy answer for this. You either have to say, we're not doing it, or you have to say, we're going to do it and just eat the cost. My idea for this, and I don't know if this is doable, but it might be. My parents lived out toward the lake. My mom and dad, they were in a position in life where they had a well and it kept going dry and dad was filling it up. They went ahead and they paid out of their own pocket to have water run to their home. It cost thousands of dollars. It was really a big expense, but it was worth it to them because dad didn't feel like, filling up the well all the time. And I'm sure there are people out there that are dealing with the same kind of thing. And so my suggestion would, and it's not a fair suggestion, it's very uncomfortable, would be to try to do it in phases, where maybe we don't get everybody, but we go so far. And then we try and find some more money and we go, so rather than trying to fund it all at once, we go so far. And then when we get more money, we go even further. Because, and that sounds awful, especially if you're that last house and then you're not the next house. That sounds awful, but would you rather do something or would you rather do nothing? And I'd rather do something. So that's how I feel about it.